Welcome back, everybody, to the What's Left podcast on the Derealization Nation Media Network. We are the Punk Rock Garage Band of podcast. I am Brad here with Jake and John. We just want to thank everybody for the continued support, the new subscribers, everyone interacting with us. We greatly appreciate it all. Please like us and follow us on YouTube, Substack, TikTok, and Instagram threads. Our boy John is very active there on the threads. And he's always got something good for you. Please purchase some merch. It is the Christmas season. Buy your favorite conservative relative one of our t-shirts. They are union made t-shirts, union printed t-shirts, readily available for you. So we have a new segment tonight. And like Philip Rivers for the Indianapolis Colts, we're about to pick up the blitz, baby. Welcome back, Philip Rivers. Anyhow, so this is our news blitz. So we're going to kind of do a quick rundown of kind of all the headline stories real quick for you. And I'm going to let John take us out on that.
We're gonna do our best, but boy, we do love to get long-winded, don't we? We've got a lot to cover this. Let's get into it. First of all, guys, welcome back to Regime Change. The U.S. has seized an oil tanker in Venezuela on the most on-the-news story of all time. Uh, didn't even bother to hide it this time. They've been talking about it's about the oil. We all know it's about the oil, and Trump says we're gonna keep the oil. Um, Absolutely fucking crazy. Uh, Calling drugs chemical weapons. It is deja vu all over again. This is for all of the Trump is the anti-war president people. Like this is the most neocon president we have had since Dick Cheney. I mean George W. Bush. I mean, I feel like we're all still living through the PTSD of the first one. And like the momentum of the anti-war machine brought us Barack Obama, and Democrats will not pick up the anti-war hammer. They just won't do it. The
So simple.
What'd you say?
Said it's so simple.
It is. It's fucking right there for the taking. Nobody wants this. This is universally unattractive. Like if they actually gave a fuck about like reaching out to like MAGA voters, this is something MAGA voters actually care about. Like MAGA voters also hate this. Everybody hates this. Nobody wants this. We can't take care of the veterans we have. Don't go making more fucking PTSD victims for your fucking war machine. If it's not gonna, especially for no goddamn fucking reason. Like oil and gas don't have enough. Uh, so come on, yeah, Maduro's calling it piracy because that's what it is. I think when you take a ship, am I wrong? No, it's
I
pirates.
believe it's piracy.
Yeah, it looks like
We
piracy.
are regular old pirates nowadays, dude. And Pete Hegseth's just there like Johnny Depp, just hammer drunk, rumbling around, just fucking stumbling around.
Why is the rum always gone? Jesus fucking
Oh
Christ.
my goodness.
The Secretary of War Crimes. Uh yeah, it's unbelievable that this is where we're going, but like it is where we're going. We're slow walking into war. Maduro is threatening to kick our teeth, and we've actually taken what used to be a pretty unpopular leader who had lost an election but maintained power. Uh and now we've made him very popular. Like he's super popular. It's already and his dictatorship is militaristic already, so they're just they're ready for this. They don't want this, but like they're about as ready as anybody could be. Um anyway, let's we also got other wars going on, despite the fact that our president has solved 10 wars in the past 10 minutes. You guys probably didn't know about this, but the conflict in Vietnam is over thanks to Donald John Trump. Um,
Oh.
yeah, yep. Also, the Spanish American War. Uh, yeah, he's been busy. Uh, but in the meantime, in places here in reality, all of these conflicts are still raging, including in the Congo, Thailand, and Cambodia. Uh, Azerbaijan never stopped. He did actually claim credit for a war that has been stopped for a very long time. There is currently no conflict there, so I guess in that case, he's also uh, stopped the civil war. Um, But Israel continues to bomb Gaza. Uh, they continue to withhold aid from these kids. Uh, and Gaza is currently going through a torrential winter rains. They just had their first child freeze to death. Um, and I just want you to, and I know this is hard to look at, but it's harder for them to live through. These are children, and these are the conditions they're living in, despite the fact that just yards away, there is aid for these children. There's food, there are blankets. But instead of those kids having the food and blankets, they're up to their necks in fucking water. And it is cold. And they have a blank check. Um, the United States signed their National Defense Authorization Act. Jake, those last two that I sent you, just the writing. Now, Democrats will tell you they got some big concessions. We're going to talk about what they think those are. Um, but they succeeded in forcing some meaningful concessions to the Defense Authorization Act, renewed support for Ukraine and the Balkans against Russian aggression to counter regimes of ventriloquization, whatever. Uh, so whatever concessions they made, Trump is easing sanctions and talking about investing in Russia. So he was definitely not on board with whatever you're talking about. Partial withholding of funds from the Secretary of Defense, a partial withholding, not a full withholding. What one would run out of makeup. Secretary of Defense until Congress receives the unedited video of strikes conducted against the alleged drug trafficking boats in the Caribbean. Repeal. This is great. A repeal of the 1991 and 2002 authorizations for use of force in Iraq and Afghanistan, I believe it is. The next one, Jake. Um, so that's good. Because that's what the excuse is to engage in military activity. And removal of provision that would have prohibited appropriate medical care for service members. And of course, the all important is the Department of Defense, not the Department of War. Like, first of all, who gives a fuck? Chuck Schumer couldn't be bothered to say that regime change was bad on TV. So that's fun. Jake, can you take that down? The fact of the matter is, too, when it comes to Russia, Ukraine, is that Russia has been, if you listen to the president and the stuff that you hear online, you would think that their victory was inevitable. Russia has seized 0.77% of the territory of Ukraine. 0.77%. They have gained almost no ground. They have spent billions of dollars. They are not able to pay their soldiers. It is winter. They have conscripted everybody that they can think of, including the very old and the very young, and they have brought in mercenaries. Russia is on its heels until we prop them up. The only reason that Russia is able to continue to bring all this war, the reason that they are a threat is because the United States of America is allowing them to be. This was something that could have turned into a U.S. advantage, a NATO advantage, and has turned into just a weakening of everything and a propping up of a very weak and sad little dictator in Russia. And it's a shame. But you would never know it to hear it. And like we're gonna get bot comments for sure on this. Like if that becomes a clip, there will be 1,000 bots of like, rah, Ukraine, you know, I don't know, has witches.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Even Zelensky even agreed to to elections. He said if that's what it takes, fine, have elections. Doesn't give a fuck. So, all these talking points are nonsense. Ukraine has been as cooperative as they could possibly be without giving up Ukraine to someone who they're not even conquered by. And that's, I think, like a further point. Like, not only are they not been conquered, but they've also made significant strikes inside of Russia and done damage to Russia. So, this war, the way it's reported, is stupid. And because we only really get the news from Donald Trump on Russia, Ukraine, which is, oh, Russia is gonna crush them. Russia's crushing them. They're dying. They're losing them by the thousands. Poor Russian soldiers. Whatever the fuck. Piece of shit. Can't
For a
stand
country
it.
that's like for Putin to act so tough all the time, they are just not doing a great job at war. They're being pretty bad at war.
Yeah. It's amazing. Like, since the time of horses and swords, Russia's strategy has been to throw all of their population at the enemy. Train them, eh, weapons, here's a stick. Like, they don't give a fuck about people. They just, and it's like a national sickness too, though, because these people, like the Russian people, really do believe in the cause. A lot of them, not all of them, obviously, it's a lot of people, but for a lot of them, like they live for war. They live for the chance to die for their country, for the motherland. And I guess if it was fucking that cold all the time, I'd probably be ready to go at 32. It's been like 3 weeks of renter and I'm already like ready to call it quits.
Right, get me out of here, dude.
Right. Yeah, give me that fucking pitchfork. I'm gonna go get that tank. Uh, so the healthcare vote happened today. This was what the Democrats held out for, in the uh government shutdown. This was the concession that was good enough for 8 Democratic senators to cave. They voted on a Republican version, they voted on a Democratic version, and guess what happened? They both failed, and it's over.
Oh, I thought you were about to say they bridged the gap.
Oh, did you? You
I
didn't
did.
be honest.
No.
Yeah, of course not.
They have what is it now? 20 days, 21 days?
Oh, they do not have enough time. Legislatively, there's no way to make this happen.
Yeah, they're cooked. They have
Yeah.
21 days before shit gets real bad for a lot of people.
Yep, it is officially going up. Like there was no way to save the ACA because Mike Johnson has given more time off to Congress. They only have 6 legislative days left. Even if they did another discharge petition, it doesn't have enough time to reach the floor. So yep.
I'm
Uh,
glad we're gambling on people's lives. I'm glad we're doing this.
I think one thing this administration has made clear is that they don't care how many people die. In this way, we've really become quite a bit like Russia, where we've stopped giving a fuck how many of our citizens die. And China, you know what I mean? Like this is what makes those dictatorships their dictatorships. Like they don't give a fuck how many people they have to steal money from to fund the war machine and their high lifestyles. They don't care whether or not you die in the streets from preventable disease. They only care about money. They only care about money. I don't know if you guys know this, but the planet is actually just a resort for about 500 billionaires, and we are their service staff.
Unfortunately, people's perception has warped so much that even poor people don't have empathy for others and only care about money.
Yeah,
Mhm.
They
yeah,
don't care if people die in the streets and all they care about is money. And they're poor. And they think people dying in the streets is going to save them a couple dollars.
yeah. They think that that person is the reason why they have to die in the streets. The person
Yes.
dying next to them. It's an insane thing. It's an insane thing. Trying to get people to have solidarity is goddamn near impossible because here comes some bot farm from India trying to fucking stir up hype, cause fear, and get these people to vote against themselves. So, impeachment, articles of impeachment came up today. Guess what didn't happen?
For who? Trump?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Who was
Hmm.
it by? Our homie Al?
No, somebody I know even less.
Nice.
Yeah. So very cool.
That's good. That's
That's
good. I like to see somebody else joining the party.
I do. There's another one that's like brought articles of impeachment against Hegseth. I mean, there are members of Congress
I,
out there doing the work.
I saw
Un
the one about Hegseth. That's why I wasn't sure which one we were talking about.
Yeah, unfortunately, 20 outright voted against impeachment. 21, and 40 some more, including the speaker of the motherfucking, or the future, the minority leader in the House, uh, Hakeem Jeffries,
Ah,
voted
never
president.
saw it coming, dude. Never saw it coming.
People that say, well, we don't have the votes, to you, I say, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah,
just vote to impeach. It's not like you only get one shot at this, right? You can do it as many times as you want. Also, who wants to be on these same people will talk about the procedural value of Chuck Schumer getting Republicans to vote on record voting against the ACA, but don't see the value of being able to take into the midterm elections. Look, every Democrat is united in impeaching Donald Trump. Because right now you can't even say that. Like it's fucking confusing. To the average person, they're like, they think everybody's a political nerd, and they're fucking not. To the average person, all they hear is that like, oh, they couldn't even impeach him. You fucking morons. They're not even trying. Democrats don't even believe he should be impeached. The Democrats are not fighting for me. That's all people hear. That's all people hear. Uh, it's performance, whatever. So is politics. Politics is performative. Like
yeah.
it is. That is a whole part of it.
I mean, just pander to the demographic and vote in favor of impeachment. Like pander, fuck.
Pander to me.
Right? What the fuck, dude? Tell me your sweet little lies, dude. I don't care.
Right.
I want to hear them.
We have the worst
Whisper
fucking
sweet
leadership
nothings
for the
in my
time.
ear, dude. They suck so bad. That's why it's so tough. Because people just automatically assume that we're in favor of them, and they also suck, dude. We would like a revamp of the Democratic Party as well.
Absolutely. Throw them all the fuck out. They're all about useless.
I just don't want this fucking sexual predator running the country anymore.
Yeah, we got it's unfortunately like we've so far like it's first things first. Like it's
Right?
uh so Indiana turned down gerrymandering despite Trump threatening to not pave the roads if they didn't gerrymander the maps. So Republicans in Indiana showed some spine, even if Jeffries and Schumer could not. Trump introduces an uh, executive order to block state AI regulation. Um, Most of that's unconstitutional, but it is definitely uh, it shows where we're going with this. And uh, the states' rights people, congratulations. A lot of you are the same people as the anti-war people and the free speech people, and you're all fucking idiots.
Yeah. The other ones are like, leave it up to the states. And Donald Trump's like, I'll be fucked if you leave it to the states. Not even a shot, buddy. Not on
No.
this one. Not on this one. And executive orders are essentially meaningless without actual legislation behind them, that kind of thing. But it shows you what the president thinks about your opinion or your rights. So, you know what I mean? By him saying these things, it shows you how he feels about you. He doesn't give a shit what you want because this is what's happening.
Yep. And with the World Cup and the Olympics coming up, Donald Trump has decided that it is time to uh, check all visitors' social media for the past 5 years and do vetting that might include is like DNA scans, all kinds of wild shit. Um, like I don't know. Some countries are boycotting Eurovision already because of Israel. Um,
Ireland, Spain, Netherlands, and Slovenia.
nice. You think there's any chance that these countries might boycott the Olympics here in here in the United States?
I could see it happening
Yeah,
because I think some countries do disagree with genocide.
I agree.
I think
Uh,
the ones that truly don't feel safe here.
Hmm.
yeah, I think there's that too. That's what I'm saying. I think that also happens here, despite the fact that the FIFA president feels safe here. Um, 2 days after receiving the chocolate medal of honor or whatever he got from fucking FIFA, Donald Trump issued pardons to two people from FIFA who were accused of corruption or some shit. It doesn't matter. It's a quid pro quo. It happened, and he jumped on stage and acted like a moron for it. And that is your fucking president. He is the most corrupt piece of shit on the planet. It just is.
At this rate, with that being the first annual award, the inaugural award for this, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So it could have
right.
very just been next year they're gonna elect like the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein or something, or like P. Diddy is gonna be the next recipient of this award.
For sure.
This is what you're setting the standard at. Donald Trump. Yeah.
Be out there. Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
fuck.
Netanyahu's getting the next one, dude. Netanyahu and Putin are gonna split it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's about the fucking integrity that award has. All right.
Golly.
Just want to say that Trump's crowd size for his rally was pathetic. I think, that's the only closing thought I want to have in this news blitz. Uh, Out there in what should have been a very friendly country, Donald Trump couldn't fill a Denny's back room or wherever the fuck he was. So, yeah, he's losing it. He's losing it, but
Losing it.
all right, guys. Thanks for watching, listening. Thanks for being a part of the Derealization Nation. Like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. Uh, Look out for our Turds of the Week. And if you haven't seen it already, check out our bit on ice as well. Check out all our videos. And thanks for being a part of the nation. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Until next time, I'm John.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Brad.
And that's what's left.
Remember that your government would rather defend their side than allow you to have access to health care.